Parliament's Ad Hoc Committee on the Nkandla report has been shut down. Let's go straight to our reporter, Paula Charles, who joins us from our Cape Town offices. Paula, afternoon to you. Why has this been shut down?
Well, Gareth, from the very beginning, it's been a race against time. Now, you must remember the Public Protector released her report after a year and a half of investigation in around March. Then the President responded after 14 days, as he was required to. And then after a request from the opposition parties, the Speaker decided to form a committee to look into the response of the President, which includes the Public Protector's report. Now, according to the rules of Parliament, each party had 10 working days to select their members, and the ANC took full advantage of that, saying they needed time to select the best members for that committee. So the committee met for the very first time on Thursday. ANC members said they needed time to read the report, the over 400-page report. They were given the weekend and met for the very first time today. The DA then put a proposal on the table to summons a few people, including the Public Protector, the head of the SIU, and several ministers involved in the Nkandla issue to come and give testimony so they could continue their work. They also wanted an extension because, remember, the deadline was the 30th of April, which is this Wednesday. They wanted to extend that to the 5th of May. But the ANC said, yes, we would love to speak to the Public Protector, we'd love to call the ministers involved, but there just isn't enough time. We just don't have enough time, so we need to defer it to the next Parliament that'll be elected after the 7th of May elections.
Now, Paula, you've been following the story, particularly from a parliamentary angle for the past few weeks, in fact, the past few months, while this Nkandla report has been discussed. How do you think, if you haven't officially heard yet, how the DA and other parties have reacted or how they will react?
Well, they certainly were in the committee, Gareth, and the opposition parties expressed much dismay, calling this shameful, saying that as MPs and Parliament, they had failed the electorate, they had failed their constitutional mandate to execute its oversight powers. Now, Gareth, the Parliament has far-reaching powers, much further than the Public Protector herself. They can summons anyone, including the President, to come give testimony on any issue, especially one like this. So they said for a serious matter where the President and several ministers are, as the Public Protector alleges, accused of unlawful and maladministration, this was a matter that Parliament had to take very seriously. So they said by deferring this matter to the next Parliament was, in their words, shameful.
Apart from the words shameful and the implications of this, is there anything that the opposition parties can do to try and force the issue, Paula?
Well, unfortunately, their hands are tied. They do not have a majority within the committee. It was an 11-member committee because, remember, COPE gave up their seat. So there were very few votes against the ANC's 7, which is the majority they hold in that committee. So they are unable to push this issue forward. And remember, Gareth, even though that the ANC has said they have promised to resurrect the committee, it's not up to them. There is no guarantee that this committee will be reconstituted in the next Parliament, as it will be up to the new Speaker. It may be very well that Max Sisulu is re-elected as the Speaker and decides to reconstitute the committee, or a new Speaker may be elected and they may decide otherwise. So there is no guarantee that this committee and this matter could see the light of day in Parliament. The ANC, however, did say that the Public Protector's report is not going anywhere and this matter will be dealt with properly.
You deserve to know more.
eNCA.com